Okay, so let us continue the things which are going to be happening with. So you can do practice with different kind of styles in tables, in forms. At the same time, you can go for hyperlinks, list items, different kind of paragraphs. You try to explore different kind of text properties and colors properties, all these things, all these kind of things. Okay. This is simple image gallery.
Sir?
Yeah, please.
Sir, I created a news template when I was creating a logo. I created logo. After that, when I tried to move the things but a tag in on right side of the screen, it was giving me problem. How can I do that?
Okay, so when you have to develop that kind of things, we just want to go for the positions concept actually. So after positions, you can understand how that things was going to happen.
Okay, sir.
Maybe coming classes. Yep. But right now you can do a static way. After positions, you can understand how this is.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so let's try to give a simple border for this one. Border. 5 pixel solid. See what this border is, I will explain with you. When I try to give some border for that. For every image, we have a border. Okay. When I give some border, this is occupy some space. That is our reason 24% will not actually enough for that. You can give 22% for that. Then only the margin space and border space will be covered with that. 24, okay, 23 I can do. So now it was adjusted. Here, this is basically percentage mode. Most of the time it is getting responsive to you. See, you can work with the tablet mode. You can work with the mobile mode, all these things. So this need a bootstrap basically. So in bootstrap, what we can do is when it was in the tablet mode, only 2 images need to take. When it was in the mobile mode, only 1 image need to take. Okay, so automatic responsiveness come with the bootstrap. So anyway, later we will discuss about the bootstrap or responsiveness and all. So just try to work out with HTML and CSS in this case. Yeah, this is simply a kind of gallery, static gallery for desktop. Okay. Now, let's try to explore some other selectors also. Okay. CSS gallery. Now, nth child selector. See, what about nth child selector as usual? Nth child selector as usual. Nth child underscore select dot html. It's very simple. Okay. What happened? Save as dot html. Okay, and the child selector already given, I think so. And the child 1. This time, what I want to do is, I just want to give some headings. Let me give some headings here. So I'm trying to providing multiple headings. Okay. What my requirement is, I want to select only the 5th element. Only the 5th element. Then h1 and the child of 5th and child of 5. I want to give some background color, red, and color is white, and the text line center. Let's try to explore this one. Open in the browser. Can you see, observe? Only the 5th element got selected. Why? Because of I given nth child nth child of 5. When I say nth child of 5, automatically a fifth element got selected. This is nth child select. Okay. Next is pseudo selector. Pseudo selector is something like a double colon. Let me try to take a pseudo selector and save it as hover selector. It's called a hover selector. Let me try to explore. Okay. So what my requirement is, let's try H1 web development itself. For this H1, I am just trying to writing a style H1 double colon hover. Okay, H1 colon hover. H1 colon hover. Okay, when we do hover, what is the requirement is? I want to apply some style for the hover. Background color light blue and color as usual, and the text align center. See, when I do hover, the concept is very simple. When I do hover, my requirement is change some CSS. Can you see and observe? I am trying to hover on the element with the mouse. I am trying to hover on the element with the mouse. One event got occurred. What event is going to be firing here is hover event is going to be fired. When hover event got fired, automatically element state is getting changing, alignment to center, background color applied. Something is going to be happening for the element. So you can present the same style for the image gallery application. So where is our image gallery application now? Let me take the image gallery application. Okay, so open a gallery. See, for this gallery, what I want to do is, can I give hover for this? IMG hover. IMG hover. What I want to do is, I want to change the border 5 pixel solid red. So basically, all images which are going to be having the solid pink in the border. But my requirement is when I do hover on image, I need to go for a border color got changed. Or solid dash we can go. And go for 2 pixels or 3 pixels. Okay, let me try to execute this. I am trying to execute in the thing, the same gallery application. When I do hover, something is going to be happening here. Can you see and observe? You can see and observe. When I do mouse over,
Yes.
when we do mouse over, some effect is going to be working for the image. See, there are multiple kind of effects which are going to be available later in the CSS3 transitions. We can see that. I want to make zoom. When I hover on image, I want to make a zoom. Okay. So that kind of things we will do in the transition effect, transition scale effect. That is called a transition scale effect. When I come to part of CSS3, I will explain that one, transition effect also. But right now you can work on hover effect. So this is called a pseudo selector called hover. Next, adjacent one sibling selector. What about this adjacent one sibling selection? Adjacent one sibling selection. Let me take a new program. Adjacent one sibling select. .html. Adjacent one sibling. Suppose, for example, I have a H1, which is the web development. Okay. And I have multiple paragraphs I need to go for. Or you can go for, why not H2 or H3. I'm having a lot of H3s here. Full stack web development. I'm trying to taking multiple H3s over there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me try to write some style sheet for the H1 and H3 also. For H1, what my requirement is, background color is orange, color is white. Let's try to give adjacent one sibling selection. So now I'm trying to giving adjacent one sibling selection. What is this basically? Only one sibling got selected after the H1. After the H1, only one element, only one H3 got selected. This is called adjacent one sibling. Plus symbol you have to use. Plus symbol you have to use. Okay. Then what my requirement for that? Background color is something like barley wood color. And font style, let me give the text align center. And font style italic. Let's try to execute this now. H1 after one H3 need to get selected. Only one H3 need to get selected. I don't want to select all other elements. Only the first H3 need to get selected. I don't want all these things. I want to write the CSS only for the H3, which is after H1. Which is after H1. That is the very reason I am trying to giving the syntax here is very, very clear. H1 plus H3. One H3 after H1. Adjacent one sibling. In the name only there, adjacent one sibling. Okay. So let's try to explore the program. Okay, H1 is as usual, but only one sibling got selected. Can you see and observe? This is one sibling or multiple siblings? See, selection is one sibling or multiple selection, multiple siblings. Sibling means next one. After H1, one H3 need to get selected. That's it. Okay, now my requirement is I want to select all the sibling after the H1. I want to select all the sibling after the H1. What I can do for that? Control A, Control C, Control N, Control S. Adjacent all sibling select .html. Now you can check it out. I just want to paste the program. See, instead of this plus symbol, you have to give the tilde symbol or adjacent all or next. You can call all or you can call next. H1 tilde symbol. You know tilde symbol, right? You know tilde symbol. H1 tilde H3. After H1, how many number of H3s are available? Just get selected. Try to provide some style sheet for that. After H1, the number of H3s are available. Try to give some style for them. Okay, right click on this, open and default browser. You can see and observe. After the H1, all other elements, all H3s got selected. Okay, now you may ask a question, sir. Can I have a paragraph in between of these three H3s? Let me have a paragraph. In middle, I have a paragraph. Now you may think about it. You may think like after H1, only first three H3s got selected, right? But after that, one paragraph is there in middle. After the paragraph, some other H3 is also there. But it will select, it will skip the paragraph. No issues. It will skip the paragraph. It will select all the H3s, that's it. After H1, it is going to be searching for all H3s. Wherever H3 is going to be finding, yes, apply style. It will skip the paragraph. It will skip the another kind of content, whatever you have in the HTML, that will skip it. Is it clear, sir? Adjacent all sibling. Any questions on this? Adjacent all
Yes.
sibling. Any questions on this? Please. You may ask a questions on this. No problem. And the one more is universal selector. Yes, find it.
Sir, can we select more than 2?
It means I'm not getting you, please.
Sir, can we select more than 2? Like H1 plus H3, H3 plus H5? If I give it.
Okay. Let's try whatever. Let's try. See, I did not actually check it out. If it is working or not. Let's try. Adjacent more sibling, if you want trying to asking. More siblings. Dot. Okay, now you are asking like, sir, if I am having here H4, can I change here?
Yes.
These are H4s here. Copy it. Paste it. Okay. Now you are asking a question, sir. I want to select all H3s after H1 and all H4s also after H1. That's it.
Yes.
Okay, let's try to work out this one. Now only H3s will get selected, not H4s. Let me execute this. Okay, only H3s got selected. But I want to select with H4s also. That's fine. Tilt. I'm just trying this one. I don't know it will work or not. I'm just trying this one. Oh, the last tilt is only working. What happened? The last tilt symbol is working. So this one is working. H3 got skipped. So in that case, you can do one thing. This one, H1 colon. This kind of group selection you can do. H1 tilt H3, comma, H1 tilt H4. Got my point, huh? Maybe this will work out. Maybe this will work out now. Yeah, this is working fine. All H3s are getting selecting and all H4s also getting selected. See, there is a solution for that. Yeah. Good question. Nice question. Now let's try to work out with universal selection. Take a new, paste here, save it as universal selection. Universal select dot HTML. See, I just want to select each and every element from the HTML. I just want to select each and every element from the HTML. Then star selection, star color red, font style italic, and font family. See, try to observe. I am going to be selecting each and every element. It may be a paragraph, it may be H1, it may be H2, it may be H3, any kind of element you take. I want to go for the star selection. Star is something like selecting everything. Star is something like selecting everything, every element. That is universal. Every element you take, H1, you take H2, you take H3, H4, paragraph, whatever it may be, from the total HTML, all elements are applying with a single style. That is basically called a universal selection. Got my point? And I want to apply some border also for that. Okay, so later in the coming classes, tomorrow class, you will get and observe this box model and borders also you can observe. And I want to give 3 pixels solid green or blue. Let me give the blue. Now, one border also I'm trying to applying on top of the each and every element. Let's try to launch this one. Oh, not saved. This was not saved. Let me try to save it. My God, what is happening? Color okay. Font okay. Font family okay. Oh, sorry, spelling mistake. Solid. It is not soil. Solid it is. This is a problem with CSS. You can't able to find out the issue. Just carefully observe. Okay, now you can check it out. Everywhere border got applied. Even for HTML also border got applied. HTML tag, H1 tag, H3 tag, paragraph tag, every tag which is available in the total HTML that was getting selecting with the border. Is it clear? How this is working fine. This is basically called a universal select. Universal selector is select everything from the HTML. Whatever the number of elements you have, select all the elements from that particular HTML content. See, sir, you have to follow the MDN docs basically. MDN docs are very, very nice. So where you can able to work out with a lot of properties. Anyway, I'm going to be working with something in the class. So this complete document, if I want to go with the class, means it will take a 1 year time. Okay, 8 months to 1 year time. So no need to go with the each and everything, but for practice purpose, you can go for the multiple kind of things. Okay. So you can do practice more and more. So the way of writing CSS you're learning in the class. Then how to write means that you can go work out. For example, nth last child, you can go with nth last child. How to work with nth last child? Only the last child element you have to get selected. Nth last child. Okay. So in that way, you can try to do practice with. And in a coming class, we are working on box model basically.